Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Andrew, aka the Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Studios, and I'm back with another episode of Doomsday Last Survivors. In today's video, we're just going to be talking a little bit about what I meant in the video title. I know it was a little vague, but I kind of want to get into some detail as to why I'm stepping down from Elite Warzone and I'm going back to Fearless Warzone. Alright guys, so I'm just going to play some of the fights that we had in the background on day 2. This was just fighting for the level 5 checkpoint in Archipelago Raid, so it was the first battle we had. It was pretty much the only battle we had, and it just overall made for a really boring Archipelago Raid, as per usual. In Elite Warzone, ever since I got to this alliance, MGDR, it was probably about 4 months ago, I've been noticing that just a lot of the fights is pretty much all T6. It's all Elite Warzone. It's all accounts with 150 million might plus, tons of whales, tons of squad skins, tons of spending, tons of everything that, you just don't want to see when you're, when I got here, I was probably 90 million, 100 million might. So I was still about 6 months away from getting my T6 troops when I moved to this alliance. But the main thing is that I want to point out is it's nothing to do personally with people in the alliance specifically. It's more just it's a decision that I've been considering making for quite some time now, based on a number of things, right? Like, for me, the number one thing in this game is that I want to be doing is I want to be having fun, right? So if I'm not having fun playing a game that I like, then I don't want to play it, It makes me not want to be here. And that's not the intent of a game like this. You don't want to have to feel like you're coming into work every day, clocking in 9 to 5. That was one of the main reasons why I decided, okay, I'm not having fun in Elite Warzone. It has nothing to do with my alliance. It's literally just the account that I have at the moment. It's not strong enough to fight in Elite Warzone. No matter what alliance I'm in, it's never going to be good enough. So that was the main factor. The second factor that I wanted to consider was this. Okay, I'm having a lot of trouble connecting with a lot of the people in the alliance that I'm in particular because of the language barrier. It's especially the translator. Like, yeah, it works for most languages. It works for pretty much every language except this area of the world. So we've got Russia, we've got Belarus, Ukraine, Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, Poland. Probably Germany would be included in that group as well, all the way down to Turkey. It's actually one of the reasons that I didn't do well in the alliance that I was in before MGDR, which was RAEM. I think that the name was, most of them were from Turkey. So the translator just doesn't really pick up. It doesn't translate those languages to English very well. So that's a major reason why from this point forward, I'm just not going to be joining alliances or playing in alliances that have the majority of their players from that area of the world, because I just can't understand what they're saying, bro. It's not racist. It has nothing to do with being racist. If I could play with those players and understand what they were saying, I would definitely do that. But unfortunately, it is what it is. It's just one of those things, right? That I had to make that decision based off that information I had. So I decided to move back down. I got offered an R4 position in the new alliance that I'm going to be taking a part of. I put out a video probably about maybe about 2 weeks ago, or a week ago now, just talking about my interest in, getting my account used, making my account useful. I think I have a pretty good Rubina rally, and I'm about to get my T6s in a month. I'm about to get my Daryl fully maxed in a month, so I'm going to have a decent Rubina Daryl rally that can do a lot of damage. But in terms of scope of my account, it's a pretty narrow account. That's pretty much all I'll be able to do on the account, is just that one thing, right? It's built to be the rally captain on whatever alliance that I'm put in. So being in MGDR really doesn't fit well with the direction that I want to take my account. I want to have my account be useful now, not 3 years from now. I want to have my account helping out an alliance and making the greatest impact that I can possibly make. And I'm and as I've told you before in previous videos, I'm currently doing nothing in MGDR. I'm not even, where our fights last usually, I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes. Not to mention the fact that IGG has really put the kibosh on fighting. So everybody in Elite Warzone right now that I've seen in the last, 2-3 months is very conservative with their fighting. They're very conservative with their tower battles. They don't really want to be putting themselves out there and having a lot of troops die. I don't know, maybe it's just the time of the year, or maybe I'm just unlucky, but I feel like since I joined the game, the only alliance that I ever was in where I felt like the war part of the game, the part of the game where you actually fight other alliances, the only alliance that I ever was in that actually had a good war game where other alliances were actually fighting us was when I was in FTD, in Fearless Warzone. So, unfortunately, some things happened in FTD. As I've said in previous videos, I'm not really going to get into specifics. There was just a lot of childish drama that happened there. I tried to address it. It didn't go well for me. I got honorably discharged, so to speak, from the alliance. I wasn't really kicked out. I was more so like told to leave type shit. So I left and I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't go back with those same, there's a few people in there that just rub me the wrong way. And that's, I guess I am getting into it. I said I wasn't going to get into it, but fuck it. Why not? Right? I'm going to get into it. So that's pretty much it. But the point I'm trying to make is that they have the one positive thing that I can tell you about FTD in region 645 is they have a really fucking cool war frame mindset where their alliance is built, and it's built in a way that doesn't make them overpowered enough that nobody wants to fight them, but they're also not weak either. They're very strong, actually. They have strength in numbers, and they have good, strong accounts there that make people actually, gives them a fighting chance in almost every event they play in. So the point I'm trying to make is that it's not all about winning. This game's not all about winning. It's more about having fun to me, and the people that are wanting to be competitive, the whales that want to spend, $500, $1,000 per month on the game, that's cool. You can do that. But unfortunately, a guy like me is just not able to compete in those types of environments, making it's absurdly not fun to just sit there and be in an alliance where I can't understand half the shit, not even half the shit. I can't understand like 90% of the shit that people are saying most of the time because the translator just doesn't work. And then, on top of that, I'm not even able to distract myself with good war or good fighting, none of that. So yeah, the game, something for me needs to change. I'm clearly the problem. So I made a decision to accept an R4 position in, I think it's region 600, if I'm not mistaken. You guys will know when I move there. But yeah, this is my goodbye video to Elite Warzone and to MGDR. You guys are awesome, but unfortunately it's time for me to step down. And I appreciate everything that the leader there, Carnage, formerly known as Carnage, now known as MGDR IVD. I really appreciate you, dude. You're an awesome leader and have a really strong account. But unfortunately, in this world, it takes more than just one person, that I'd want to ally with. If I'm going to be in an alliance, I'm going to want to be connecting with a lot more than just one person in the alliance. That's all I'm trying to say. So I also just wanted to mention, I almost forgot to do this. Since Carnage has been so good to me since I got here, he's always he's just a helpful person. I guess that's like his number one thing, right? Yes, he's strong. Yes, he's competitive. But I think the best quality about this guy is he is super helpful when you ask him for help. So I just wanted to give him as much resources as I possibly could before they get burned in the transport. So I'm going to go ahead here and just send this guy max for today. I'll send him max resources at reset. And yeah, thank you for everything you've done for me. And I wish you all the best in the future, dude. Maybe we'll meet again someday. That's all I can give him for today. So I'll give him max more at reset, and yeah, that's all I got. I got to go, man, and I got to make use of my account where it's, you know, where it's useful, and I think it's going to be really useful, if not already. Definitely in a month's time when I get my T6 riders, it's going to be super useful, and I'm going to be the rider captain of LND. So I'll show you guys LND right now and show you guys where I'll be moving to. So this is LND right here. We got Legends Never Die. They've got 6 billion might, led by Lord of War 333. And we're going to be doing a lot of Discord stuff. We've already been discussing a lot of stuff through Discord voice chat. We're going to create teams and do a lot of our PvP events through voice chat in Discord. So if you guys are interested in joining us in Region 607, definitely give us a message in game. I'll show you guys my personal ID just in case you guys want to message me. It's 190-045-7131. That again is 190-045-7131. So I'm going to be going over there right at reset just as soon as Archipelago raid ends. I'm not sure if this video is going to be up by then, but if it is, yeah, you guys can message me at any time if you guys want to join our alliance. We're looking for primarily English-speaking players in the alliance, but obviously we're an international alliance. We accept all players, but that's just kind of the direction we are headed for now, is trying to find some players that want to do Discord, that want to do voice chat, that want to communicate in more than just the chat room in game. And yeah, I think it's going to be awesome, man. We're kind of a laid-back alliance. We don't really have too many rules, just your typical rules that every alliance has, you know, collect within the territory. There's a minimum score for all events, but the minimum score is relatively low. We set the bar low. It's more about participation. Like, we're not going to kick people out of the alliance unless they do something seriously wrong, like just, you know, they just don't log in, or, you know what I mean? They let their shelter get burned 2 times in a row. Like, you're gonna be missing events. We just put it that way. You know, burning shelters that are active in the game, that are in alliances and stuff like that, you know, in the region. It's just your basic stuff, right? There's nothing really too different about this alliance than you would find in any other alliance. So we've got Lord of War here. He's a rider main. So he's got a Chasey Felix Garrison, and I've got the Rubina Rally. So that's kind of the direction we're going. And then we've got a couple of guys also working on ranged and infantry as well in the alliance. So it's not the most competitive alliance in the world. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Like, we're not the top dogs, okay? We're just here to have fun. I'm not going to be criticizing anybody for, you know, hero choices or whatever. If you want to come into my inbox and talk strategy, or go on Discord and talk strategy, I'm there for you guys. And this goes not just for the alliance. I'm literally just talking to everybody right now. Like, you know, part of the thing that I like the most about this game is sharing strategies, hearing different strategies from other players, and being able to share the wisdom that I've learned in this game with you guys. So if you guys are interested in that kind of an interaction, then definitely hit me up. But that's really all I got for you guys. I just wanted to kind of give you guys my input on where I'm going in the game. And as always, you just got to do what's best for yourself, right? You always got to do what's best for yourself in this game. And yes, you can help your alliance and, you know, join the alliance that's right for you, but in the end, your ultimate decision making has to come for what's best for your own account personally, right? So, and nobody's perfect, you know, we all make mistakes in the end. Like I told him the other day when we were talking, if you make a mistake, it's never too late to admit the mistake and just move on, go back and correct the mistake, right? So that's what I'm doing. I made a mistake trying to go up to Elite Warzone before I was ready. I'm not quite ready yet. I don't even have my fucking T6 troops, man. I don't know what I was thinking. It was one of the dumbest decisions that I think I ever made in this game, if I'm being completely honest with you. Yes, the rewards are great. Yeah, the competition is fierce. But in the end, when there's no war happening and there's there's no camaraderie, there's no sort of connection that you have with the alliance that you're in, I think it's just best probably to just move on, right? And, you know, just move on, and everybody at the end of the day can still respect each other and their decisions, just like I respect your decision. I hope that you would respect mine, you know, and that's it, man. So anyways, guys, that's all I got for you in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like, click the like button, smash the subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section. And I'll see you all in LND. Peace.